We will not find trees this spring. Please don't run me over. And she's gonna run me over. Not going good. Okay, you stay put. No, do not drive forward. All right, guys. So it is March. We are about to start tillage and also get planters rolling. So we're gonna get this big iron behind me out of the sheds and put it to work. Alright people, we will not find trees this spring. Repeat after me. We will not find the trees this spring. Are we all clear? Alright, let's begin. Alright, this is the field beside the farm. So let's get out of the way here. There we go, now it works. Alright, well, there's that. Please don't run me over. And she's gonna run me over. Wow. So instead of putting stuff in the trees this year, we're just gonna run people over. I see how it is. Alright, I am off. Taking the 475. I got the Tiger Mate 255. It's set up to work with anhydrous, so I'm actually gonna go down to that big field we have, the Godfrey farm. And I'm going to put anhydrous on that field because we're actually going to put corn in that field this year. We're going to put sugar beets up at the farm. And then we'll have to decide on what we're doing on everything else around here. We're going to put beans in that field that was sugar beets last year. Just because it needs the nitrogen. And then I think that leaves us with only like 2 or 3 fields left. I think we're going to start with our ends here. We're going to work those first. Let's set this thing down. It should be turned on. Let's see, are we using, yep, it's on. All right. So we're using, Custom actually has their own it's not in a anhydrous tank, I don't think. I think you can use it for other stuff as well. It's a giant it's on like monster floater tires that they want you to pull behind this thing, I guess, because they released it with this. I don't really like that thing. It's god awful big. It doesn't look realistic to me. So we opted for a tandem axle, dual tank, anhydrous rig back here, opposed to the thing that they put out, because I like this a lot better than theirs. So, and I think another thing that's kind of, and you can even see, like, it was totally designed to work with that cart, because you can see the hookup back here doesn't have anything. Like, the hose would connect there to your tanks. It doesn't have that for this, because this isn't actually what's supposed to be used with this. But we're doing it anyway. And I know this is a field cultivator, digger, whatever you want to call it, but I wish the actual anhydrous bars, applicators, I wish they would actually, in the game be like they are in real life, and they leave kind of like, it almost looks like they've done strip till. I kind of wish that was in, it worked in, I know for a fact 17, in FS25 it worked, and it would basically put your anhydrous down, but you still had to come back with a digger and work up the ground like we are here. So you were kind of having to make the pass with the anhydrous, and then also having to come back and work up the ground, kind of like you would in real life. And I really wish that it would actually work like that in 25. Look at all that green that we're turning that map. We're gonna have a pretty good crop growing in here, I'd say. Because we're putting down quite a bit of nitrogen here, so we should have a really, really good corn crop I'm hoping for this fall. so I'm going to get in this tractor, and I'm going to actually come over here and help behind the farm, because this is going to be our sugar beet field, and I'd like to get this planted in March. So then when we hit April, then we can focus on everything else. So we're going to try to get the beets in the ground as quick as possible. Look at our equipment sitting outside, all lined up, nice and pretty. Alright, so we're going to get started planting here. This field behind the house is done, or behind the farm, whatever. We're going to set the planter down here, unfold it. We have starter in this cart behind us, so we're going to be putting starter on with the sugar beets. We'll see how well this goes over. Turn the planter on. Set it down. And we're off. And the starter is working, and the starter is going very fast already. I don't believe we own the soil data. Oof, we're already getting off track. Because that does not curve in there very well. I don't think we own the soil data for this field. Purchase soil information. Yes, we want that. Nitrogen looks good. And our starter has stopped. So apparently we don't need no starter on this field since I bought that. Soil information, no need for it. Let's pull up the map here. Yeah, it's perfectly green, which is kind of surprising. Usually they're not at all. Alright, so there'll definitely be other fields this starter can go on. So we're kind of just dead weight pulling this cart now. Then we might unhook it just because no point in compacting the ground anymore. This is just dead weight now. Well, I don't know. We might keep pulling this cart because it seems to be using the starter at this end of the field. So where it's really dark green, it's not using it. But on this lighter green down here, it seems to be using it. So I guess we'll just keep this back there then. Not going good. Okay, you stay put. No, do not drive forward. I need to clear this guy and then set this thing back down and we can keep going. Oh, this is not going well. Okay, I'm gonna get out. Get out. Get out of there. Ridiculous. Look at the ground compaction we've done here. So let's talk about tractors here for a minute. Because I have a genuine, like, not really a question, but I just kind of, it's something to think about. So everybody knows how Case brought out, this would have been probably 2013, 2012, somewhere around that time frame. They brought out that it had tracks on the back exactly like the 8RX, but it had tires on the front, and they still make these things. My theory and thought is in question, I guess, if they would have put tracks on the front of that instead of tires, would it have been as successful and as big of a hit as the 8RX is? Because clearly everybody loves this 8RX, and I think people are really going to love the newer 540s that have the bigger frame, more horsepower, And my thought has just been, you know, would if Case would have just put tracks on theirs when they brought this thing out back in, I think, 2013, somewhere around that area, would it have been, you know, as successful as this thing? I've just kind of wondered that recently. And for the people who have no idea what I'm talking about, this is the tractor I'm talking about. Tracks on the back, tires in the front. Like, I really just, like I said, I just wonder if they'd have put tracks on the front of this thing, you know, would people have gone crazy for this like they do the 8RX, it seems like. All right, we're approaching the end of the field here. That'll be it for this field. We got a couple spots we missed, but oh well, is what it is. Nobody bats 1,000. I really like this setup. I really wouldn't mind having like a DB88 or like a DB66, 60. I think it's a DB60 they make. I don't know. They make a DB88 and a DB. I think it's a 60. Wouldn't mind having one of those as well. Just be something different to play with. But yeah, we're gonna move this down to the next field, and actually no, we gotta wait till April to start planting either corn or soybeans. So we might actually just run it up and sit it in the farm for the time being. This is gonna be probably a 2-part series because it is quite a bit of ground to work, quite a bit of ground to plant. So probably going to be a second video that'll finish out planting season, and we'll get ready for summer and all that jazz. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up button. Definitely subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys in the next one.